It's those two boys yet again. I like it, I like it, I like it, I like it. Oh, 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 here we go. Whoa, Saka, Smith Rowe. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. These two, honestly, if it wasn't for them, where would we be? Because I don't know who else I look at and think I could really, really rely on you every single game. Let's talk about the two goals, the finishes. Emile Smith Rowe picks that ball up in a position where you're not thinking he's going to do much. And seriously, just every single touch to perfection. It's just, he's just got the eye for goal. He's got that directness about his game that we lack in so many other areas of the team. Listen, Martinelli certainly has it. So when Martinelli's playing, we've still got that element. And he's replaced Martinelli today, and we didn't miss Martinelli at all. Smith Rowe, not a natural left winger, played like he's been playing there all of his life. And he just did so well. And for that finish where he's come inside and rolled it in, just, you can't speak highly enough of the kid. He's absolutely class. And even there was one moment of skill on Sergi Canos, I think it was, in the second half, where he kind of drops his shoulder, gets away from him on the touchline. And you just think to yourself, little moments like that. And Smith Rowe, I mean, come on, I've been talking about Smith Rowe. Anyone that's watched me knows that I've gone on and on and on about Emile Smith Rowe. And this is why you see how much class this kid has got. He's absolutely sensational. And he scored the goal for us at such an important time, because you know what we'll say about Arsenal today is that we didn't waste any time. We didn't waste time in that first half. We played with urgency throughout. So that's one thing I was really happy about. But when that goal doesn't come, you then start to worry, and it can become quite a difficult game. Obviously, we saw what happened right in the last minute of injury time there with Brentford getting their goal. So you know you can't let that team be in it. You need those goals. You need a cushion. And Smith Rowe went and started it off for us. And then I think without the Smith Rowe goal, we probably don't get the Saka goal, because Brentford would have played with that low block the whole time then. But because of that Smith Rowe goal, they've had to come out. And then Saka, I mean, I love it when those two score the goals. Saka with his finish, that is a proper finish, man. He's finished that with aplomb, precision, power, unsavable. And do you know what? I don't get people that say Saka doesn't have end product. What more do you want from the kid? He's absolutely brilliant. And the two of these, they're basically carrying our team. They are the future of Arsenal Football Club. Get them tied down to massive contracts. Do what you need to do. Just sign them up. Martinelli and Toe. Those three, they are the future. And I look at Lacazette today again, underwhelming. I think to myself, when did he last finish how Saka finished his goal? When has he ever really, in recent games, put his foot through the ball and just smashed one home for Arsenal? I just can't remember it. It's the youngsters we rely on. It's the youngsters that we come here and watch and sing about on the way home, because they're the ones carrying this team. Anyway, today was all about the revenge mission. When we've got a team not affected by COVID, yeah, we can beat Brentford. If only we'd be given that luxury when we played them in the first game of the season, instead of having to suffer that 2-0 loss. But listen, we've avenged it today. Annoyed that we kind of conceded in the last minute, but listen, what can you do? But yeah, listen, we had to do what we needed to do today. And Arteta is putting together a team that's given top four a serious go. And he needs to have a bit of credit. Recently, Thierry Henry came out and said that if we don't get top four, it's a failed season. And people are kind of complaining about that. I want to talk about that because what do you expect Thierry Henry to say? Thierry Henry, this is the guy that led us to league titles. He's the guy that was like winning player of the season, scoring stupid amount of goals, best player in the world. That's what he was used to. Those were his standards. So of course he's going to say anything less than top four is failure. Because come on, like for the Arsenal that he played in, that was failure. Even not winning the league was failure. As far as I'm concerned, it's all on Mikel Arteta and the boys to kind of prove Thierry Henry that, listen, this season won't be a failure. I know Thierry Henry is not who we're playing for right now. The boys are playing for themselves and their own ambitions. But I just find it interesting that people seem to be picking sides between Arteta and Henry. As far as I'm concerned, any season where Arsenal don't finish top 4 and don't win a trophy is failure. This season we know we're not going to win a trophy, but at least go and get top 4. And I think the boys are really, really on their way to doing it. Unfortunately, Chelsea went and got a really, really, really late goal, so I'm assuming they won the game. Otherwise, you know, we would have even been looking at them kind of thinking that we might be able to sneak in third or at least drag them into that top 4 conversation. But anyway, Arsenal have done the business today. Absolutely delighted. Can't speak highly enough of Smith Rowe and Saka. But not only them, Thomas Partey today, brilliant. So intelligent on the ball. Another really, really good performance from him. And when he does play like that, you just see that we have such an easier time of it in midfield. He plays really, really well. Cedric as well, listen, not the most fashionable player, but I thought he did everything quite well that he did, more or less. In fact, from his moment in the first half, we should have had a penalty. I don't see why that wasn't a penalty. He's crossed it or shot, I can't even remember, and it's hit a defender's arm that's raised as the defender's turning around to block it. I mean, come on, how's that not a penalty? I don't understand that personally. And not only Cedric, the other person that really impressed me today was Gabriel. I thought he was dominant, absolutely dominant. He looked really, really in the mood. And when you have players across the pitch playing really, really well like that, Ramsdale didn't even have to do anything. That's when you go and dominate a game. So well done to Mikel Arteta for getting the boys to come out and play with urgency from the first minute. Well done to the youngsters for making the difference. And Cedric coming in as a utility player, but still doing a really good job for us. Thomas Partey playing like we know he can. Gabriel for being so dominant. There's a lot of good performances out there. And now, you know what, it's funny, from a few weeks ago when I was talking about, are we going to make top 4? And I was saying, no, I think we're going to finish 5th or 6th. We look at other teams now dropping points, and Arsenal seem to just be right now churning away. Every single time we come out and play, we go and get the 3 points. And now I look at it and I say, top 4 is ours to lose. So I wouldn't have said this at the start of the season, but going back to what Thierry Henry said, from where we find ourselves now in the league table, I look at it now and I think to myself, if we don't get top 4 from this point, then yeah, it would be a failure. I didn't expect us to get top 4 at the start of the season, so I'm not going to be on Arteta's neck if he doesn't get it. But we really, really shouldn't let it slip. Now, I'm going to go enjoy my evening, watch the Amir Khan fight. Amir Khan, good luck, and I'll see you for 5 at 5, Sunday at 5 p.m. And come on, Arsenal.